Ladies and gentlemen, let me tell you something about comebacks. You see, life doesn't always go as planned. Sometimes it knocks us down when we least expect it, and we find ourselves staring at the ground, wondering if we'll ever rise again. But let me tell you this, the comeback, it's not about how many times you fall. It's about how many times you choose to get back up. Embrace your struggles, for they are not the enemy. So often in life we wish for the pain to go away, for the obstacles to disappear, but it's the very difficulties we face that shape us into who we are meant to become. Think about the strongest steel. It's forged in the hottest fire. The most beautiful diamonds are shaped under pressure. Your struggles are no different. They are not there to defeat you. They are there to refine you. When you're faced with adversity, it's easy to want to retreat, to hide from the storm, but the truth is, you have to step into it. The struggle is where growth happens. It's where you find your true power. Each challenge you overcome adds another layer to your resilience. Each hardship you face teaches you something invaluable. Strength, patience, humility, or maybe even a deeper understanding of your own limits. In those moments when the weight of the world seems too much to bear, remember that it's those very moments that allow you to discover just how strong you truly are. You don't become a warrior by avoiding battle. You become one by facing the fight head on, by embracing the struggle, not running from it. It's not about avoiding pain or difficulty. It's about learning to dance with it, to face it with the knowledge that you will emerge from it better, stronger, and wiser. Struggles are not failures, but lessons. Sometimes difficult lessons, but lessons all the same. They teach us to persevere, to dig deep when it feels like there's nothing left to give. They show us what we are capable of when we push past the limits we thought we had. So don't fear the challenges ahead of you. Don't resent them. Welcome them as opportunities for growth, and understand that the person you become in the process will be far more powerful than you ever imagined. So next time life presents you with a challenge, instead of asking, "Why me?" ask yourself, "What can I learn from this?" Embrace the struggle, for it is through these very moments that you will find your true strength and discover the resilience that lies deep within. Believe in yourself even when the world around you doesn't seem to. There will be moments when the people around you doubt your potential, when the world tells you that your dreams are too big, too far-fetched, or too impossible to reach. In those moments you must turn inward, because the truth is, no one can believe in you more than you believe in yourself. That belief is the fuel that keeps you moving forward, even when the path ahead is unclear and the journey seems daunting. Self-belief doesn't come from external validation. It's something that grows from within, rooted in the understanding that you are capable of more than you've been told. We all have moments of doubt, times when we question our worth, our ability, and whether the risk is worth the reward. But it is in those very moments of doubt that you must lean on your own strength. You have to trust that you have everything you need inside you to move forward, even when the way isn't easy. Believing in yourself isn't about being arrogant or dismissing the struggles you will face. It's about having the quiet confidence that, no matter what, you can overcome. It's about knowing deep in your soul that you are equipped to face any challenge, and most importantly, it's about understanding that the world will not always believe in you right away. But your belief in yourself must be unwavering. When you believe in yourself, you're not waiting for others to validate your worth. You know it, deep within. It's easy to look around and see what others have accomplished and feel like you fall short, but remember that your journey is your own. Your life is your own story, not a comparison to anyone else. You have a unique path with your own strengths, experiences, and purpose. Believing in yourself means accepting that your journey, no matter how winding or uncertain, is exactly as it should be. It means accepting your flaws and your strengths, knowing they both play a role in your growth. The road to success isn't linear, and there will be setbacks and challenges. There will be times when you fail, when things don't go according to plan. But believing in yourself means never allowing those moments to define you. It's about getting back up again and again with the knowledge that you have the power to keep going. It's about believing that you deserve to succeed, that you are worthy of your dreams, and that your efforts will pay off. So, no matter how tough the road ahead seems, no matter how uncertain the future, believe in yourself. Let your belief be the foundation that helps you build the life you dream of. Hold on to it tightly, even when it feels like it's the only thing you have. When you believe in yourself, you unlock a power inside you that nothing can stop. And that's the power that will carry you through to your greatest comeback. Taking action is where dreams meet reality. You can have the best plans, the biggest ideas, and most powerful intentions, but none of that matters unless you take the first step. It's easy to get caught up in the thinking, the planning, the what-ifs, but the real difference between where you are and where you want to be is the action you're willing to take, even when it feels uncertain, even when you don't have all the answers. Taking action means making the decision to move forward, regardless of fear or doubt. It means not waiting for the perfect moment, because that moment may never come. There will always be reasons to hold back, always obstacles that seem too big to overcome. But the only way to face them is to move through them, not around them. Every journey, no matter how grand, starts with a single step, and that step is the most important one. Too many times we wait for things to line up perfectly, for the right conditions to fall into place. But the truth is, there will never be a perfect time. Life is messy, it's unpredictable, and it's often uncomfortable. But that's okay. Action doesn't require perfection. It requires courage. It requires the willingness to step into the unknown, to try something new, to take a risk. And even if that first step doesn't lead to success, it's still progress. Every action, no matter how small, is a movement in the right direction. It's part of the process of learning, growing, and ultimately reaching your goal. Action also means consistency. It's not enough to take one bold step and then stop. It's the continued effort, day in and day out, that leads to real change. When you commit to taking action, you're committing to showing up, even when the results aren't immediate, even when the progress seems slow. But with each step you get closer, and with each action you learn more. You refine your approach, adjust your course, and gather the strength and knowledge to keep going. Sometimes the hardest part of taking action is overcoming the fear of failure. We fear making the wrong decision, wasting time, or not being good enough. But you must understand that failure is not the end. It's part of the process. Each failure is just another lesson, another opportunity to learn and grow. The people who succeed aren't those who never fail. They are the ones who take action despite their fear of failure. They keep moving forward even when it's hard, because they know that action is the key to success. So, don't wait for the perfect moment. Don't let the fear of failure paralyze you. Take action no matter how small the step, no matter how uncertain the path. It's through action that you'll discover your strength, your resilience, and your true potential. And in time, that action will transform your dreams into reality. Patience is often underestimated in a world that prizes speed, instant gratification, and quick results. But when it comes to your comeback, patience is not just a virtue. It's a powerful ally. Success rarely comes overnight. It's built over time, layer by layer, through persistence and steady effort. There are no shortcuts to meaningful progress, and there is no better teacher than time itself. In the fast-paced world we live in, we've come to expect immediate results. We want things now, whether it's success, recognition, or a solution to our problems. But the truth is, meaningful growth takes time. It's like planting a seed and watching it grow into a tree. You can't rush the process. You can't speed up the seasons or force the sun to shine brighter. All you can do is give it the care and attention it needs, trust in the process, and wait for the right moment when everything falls into place. When you're in the midst of a struggle, it's easy to become frustrated. You want to see the fruits of your labor right away. But patience teaches you to trust that, even in the moments of waiting, progress is happening. It may not always be visible. You may not always see the results of your hard work immediately, but that doesn't mean it's not working. Often, growth happens beneath the surface. In the quiet moments when you're not looking, the roots are spreading deep, preparing for the day when they'll break through the ground and stand tall. Patience also teaches you resilience. The road to your comeback may not be a straight path, and there will be setbacks, obstacles, and moments of doubt. In those times, patience is the force that helps you keep going. It reminds you that it's okay if things aren't happening as quickly as you hoped. It reminds you that progress is progress, no matter how small. It reminds you that the greatest transformations are the ones that happen slowly, with steady, consistent effort. The key is to keep moving forward, even when you can't see the finish line. And that's where patience becomes your greatest ally, because it gives you the strength to endure, to keep showing up, even when the road is long. It's also important to understand that patience doesn't mean passivity. It doesn't mean sitting back and waiting for life to magically unfold. Patience is active. It's about understanding the timing of things and trusting that the right moment will come. It's about continuing to work, continuing to move forward, but doing so with the understanding that everything has its time. Success doesn't happen on your timeline. It happens on life's timeline, and patience allows you to align with that flow. Ultimately, patience teaches you that everything is a process. The struggle, the setbacks, the waiting, they are all part of the journey. And while it may be hard in the moment, it's all leading you to something greater than you can imagine. You don't need to rush it. The results will come, but only when the time is right. And when they do, you'll realize that the patience you showed, the ability to endure, was exactly what made your comeback so powerful. So be patient with yourself. Be patient with the process. Trust in the timing of your life and remember that your comeback is unfolding exactly as it should. Surrounding yourself with positivity isn't just about filling your life with people who make you feel good. It's about creating an environment that fosters growth, encouragement, and the belief that better days are ahead. The people you allow into your space, the energy they bring, and the conversations you engage in all play a significant role in shaping your mindset and fueling your comeback. It's essential to recognize that the energy around you directly impacts the energy within you. When you're facing tough times, when you're fighting for a comeback, it's easy to get weighed down by negativity. You might encounter people who don't understand your dreams, who are quick to tell you why things won't work, or who focus on your failures instead of your potential. These voices can be loud, and their influence can be powerful, but you don't have to allow them to dictate your journey. Instead, seek out the people who lift you up, who see the best in you even when you can't see it in yourself. Positivity isn't about blind optimism or ignoring the harsh realities of life. It's about having a mindset that refuses to be defeated by temporary setbacks. It's about choosing to see possibility rather than impossibility, growth rather than stagnation. It's about surrounding yourself with people who challenge you to be better, to push harder, and to believe that you are capable of achieving greatness, even when the road is tough. The company you keep has a profound impact on how you view yourself and your potential. If you spend your time with people who encourage you, who believe in your vision, and who support your goals, you're far more likely to take those necessary steps toward success. They'll be there to remind you of your worth when you forget it, to cheer you on when you feel like giving up, and to celebrate your victories no matter how small. In these relationships, you find strength, comfort, and motivation that keep you moving forward. But it's not just about the people around you. It's about the information you consume, the media you engage with, and the environment you create for yourself. Positivity comes from all sources: books, podcasts, music, or even nature. Fill your space with things that inspire you, that make you feel alive, that ignite the passion within you, whether it's art, quotes, or the simple act of getting outside for a walk in the fresh air. These moments of positivity can help clear the mental fog and bring you back to a place of strength and clarity. Sometimes creating a positive environment requires setting boundaries, protecting your energy from negativity. Not everyone you encounter will be on the same path of positivity and growth, and that's okay. You don't have to carry the weight of their doubts or fears. Recognizing when to distance yourself from toxic influences or conversations is just as important as seeking out supportive ones. You have the right to protect your peace, to protect your dreams, and to choose the energy you let into your life. Surrounding yourself with positivity also means learning to be your own source of encouragement. It's about looking in the mirror and reminding yourself of how far you've come, how much you've overcome, and how capable you are. It's about treating yourself with the same kindness, patience, and belief that you give to others. When you cultivate positivity within yourself, it attracts more of the same from the world around you. Ultimately, the people and energy you surround yourself with will be the pillars that help carry you through your comeback. They'll be the ones who remind you that you're not alone, that setbacks are just stepping stones, and that your journey is worth every ounce of effort. Positivity will be your fuel, your motivation, and your reminder that no matter how difficult the road may seem, you have everything you need to succeed. Surround yourself with it and watch how it transforms your outlook and your life. Learning from every fall is a crucial part of the comeback process. Each time you stumble, each time you face a setback, there's an opportunity to grow, to adapt, and to come back stronger. Falling isn't a sign of failure. It's a natural part of the journey. In fact, it's in those moments of falling that we often learn the most about ourselves and our true potential. The real question is, what will you do after the fall? Will you let it define you? Or will you rise from it with more wisdom and resilience than before? Every time you face a setback, it's important to pause and reflect. Ask yourself, what did I learn from this experience? What could I have done differently? These questions aren't meant to guilt you or make you dwell on your mistakes. They're meant to help you gain clarity, to find the lessons hidden within the pain. Often, our greatest lessons come from moments of struggle, not from moments of success. It's in the moments when we feel like we've failed that we are presented with the opportunity to develop qualities like perseverance, problem-solving, and resilience. When you fall, it's easy to focus on what went wrong. It's easy to get discouraged and think you're not good enough. But if you take the time to look at the situation with an open mind, you'll realize that each fall carries a lesson, a stepping stone to future success. Perhaps you didn't plan as well as you thought, or maybe you overestimated your strength at that moment. Maybe you needed to ask for help or slow down. Whatever the lesson is, it's there for you to find, and it will make you better prepared for the next step in your journey. It's also important to understand that falling doesn't mean you're weak or incapable. It means you're human. It means you're trying, and that in itself is a victory. The key to learning from every fall is not to see it as a failure, but as an essential part of the process of growth. After every fall, you have the chance to reassess, to rebuild, and to rise again, stronger and more focused than before. No great success was ever achieved without a few stumbles along the way. In fact, some of the most successful people are those who have experienced failure after failure and yet continued to move forward. They understand that it's not the fall that matters, it's how you rise from it. When you embrace the idea of learning from your falls, you begin to develop an incredible resilience. You start to see failure not as something to fear, but as something to embrace. You start to realize that every mistake, every setback, is simply part of the journey to success. With each fall, you get closer to your goal, and each lesson learned helps you refine your approach, your attitude, and your resolve. There will be moments when you'll want to give up, when the weight of your falls feels like too much to bear. But remember that those moments are temporary. Each fall is just one chapter in your story, not the entire narrative. You are not defined by your failures, but by how you respond to them. The more you learn from each fall, the less likely you are to repeat the same mistakes, and the closer you come to achieving what you've set out to do. Never stop fighting, no matter how hard the journey gets. In life, you'll encounter moments that will test your strength, your resolve, and your will to keep going. There will be days when the weight of the world seems too much to bear, when it feels like every step you take is one step too many. But it's precisely in these moments, when it feels like giving up would be easier, that your true strength is forged. The fight is not always physical. Sometimes it's the quiet determination to keep going when you feel like you have nothing left to give. The fight isn't just about pushing through the external challenges. It's also about fighting the voice inside your head that tells you to quit, the voice that doubts your ability, that questions whether the struggle is worth it. That voice will try to convince you that you're not strong enough, that you don't have what it takes to reach your dreams. But here's the truth. You are stronger than you think, and every time you choose to fight, you prove that to yourself. Every time you choose to rise again after a setback, you build more resilience, more determination, and more belief in your own power. The fight isn't easy. It's not meant to be. If the journey were simple, there wouldn't be the same reward. It's the challenges, the struggles, the times you want to quit that make the victory so much sweeter. Success isn't just about reaching the goal. It's about the fight, the perseverance, and the unwavering belief that no matter how difficult it gets, you won't back down. You will stand up, dust yourself off, and keep moving forward. There will be moments when it feels like the odds are stacked against you, when every door you try to open seems to slam shut. These are the moments that demand the most from you. They demand your courage, your strength, and your unwavering belief in your purpose. When the going gets tough, that's when the fight is most important. That's when you dig deep and find the power to keep pushing forward. It's not about how many times you get knocked down. It's about how many times you choose to stand back up. The fight also requires patience. The journey may not unfold on your timeline, and success may not come as quickly as you want it to. But patience, combined with relentless determination, is a powerful force. Sometimes the fight is about holding on when everything inside you wants to let go, trusting that each day you continue to fight, you are making progress. Even when it doesn't feel like it. Progress isn't always immediate, and victories aren't always visible. But the fight itself is shaping you in ways you may not see until later down the road. Never stop fighting, because you are capable of so much more than you realize. The true measure of strength isn't found in the absence of obstacles. It's found in how you respond to them. It's in the decision to keep going, to keep striving even when it feels impossible. There is power in persistence. Every day you choose to fight is a victory in itself, and when you look back, you'll realize that your greatest triumph wasn't the moment you reached the finish line. It was the determination, the grit, and the refusal to quit that got you there. No matter what life throws at you, keep fighting. Even when the road is long, even when the night seems dark and the path unclear, know that your strength comes from your will to keep moving forward. The fight is what will define you, and it's through that fight that you will emerge victorious. So never, ever stop fighting, because the greatest victories are reserved for those who keep going when everyone else has given up. In the end, a comeback isn't about the destination. It's about the journey. It's about the persistence. It's about the heart that refuses to quit, no matter the odds. You will rise, you will fall, but with each fall you will rise again stronger. And one day when you look back, you'll see that your comeback wasn't just about bouncing back. It was about becoming the person you were always meant to be. So remember this: it's never too late for the comeback. The greatest stories of triumph are written by those who refuse to stay down. Stand tall, keep going, and watch what happens when you refuse to give up. Thank you.